UFC Fight Night Whittaker vs. Brunson is the UFC's second card in Melbourne and the first one since UFC 193 in November 2015. A huge matchup from the middleweight division takes center stage, and it was supposed to take place as former UFC and Strikeforce champion Luke Rockhold was going to take on Ronaldo Jacare Souza, who lost the Strikeforce belt to Rockhold in September 2011. However, Rockhold sprained his ALC on November 1st and was forced to withdraw. As a result, Souza was removed and rescheduled for another event, while Robert Whittaker and Derek Brunson were bumped to headline the event. UFC Fight Night 101 Whittaker vs. Brunson is coming out Saturday, November 26, 10 p.m. That's the main card at the Laver Arena in Melbourne, Australia. And you can watch the preliminaries on UFC Fight Pass and the main card on Fox Sports 1. For the middleweight bout, Whittaker, who's 16-4, has won 5 in a row, and even though the winner of the Ultimate Fighter to the Smashers is a strong striker, he can hurt you on the mat as well. Brunson, who's 16-3, has also put together a fight win streak, including 4 in a row by TKO KO, and all were in the first round. This is a battle of momentum and could be the fight of the night, but give the nod to Brunson. This is a bout that may not have big brand names, but is one that you don't want to miss. Our pick for this fight is Brunson. For the lightweight bout, Chris Camozzi, who's 24-11, will be going up against Daniel Kelly, who's 11-1, and his hometown crowd, as the Australian is sure to have the audience on his corner. Camozzi is in his third stint with the UFC and has won 3 of his last 4 bouts, which is an encouraging sign, but the one loss was in his last outing to Thales Leichers. Kelly looks like a fighter on the rise as he has won 11 of his 12 bouts, but he's no spring chicken. The 4-time Olympic judoka is 38 years old, so this won't be easy for him. Still, the home court advantage should give him the edge. Our pick for this fight is Kelly. For the lightweight bout, Matthews, who's 10-2, is coming off a TKO loss to Kevin Lee in March, but he is fighting in his hometown where he is 7-0 all time. Sometimes having the home crowd behind in your corner is enough to propel a fighter to perform better. Holbrook, who's 11-1, suffered his first pro loss to Joaquim Silva in July, and he has 9 submission wins. Although Matthews has 5, he will want to keep this standing, where he has 4 knockout wins. This is a matchup of styles, and the fighter who dictates will likely get the win. Our pick for this fight is Matthews. For another interesting bout, the Canadian Jonathan Mounier, who's 7-1, is set to clash with Australia's Richard Walsh down under in what should be a very entertaining bout. Mounier made his debut in June but lost in 54 seconds via submission. He'll be facing a struggling fighter in Walsh, who has dropped 3 of his last 4 bouts. Our pick for this fight is Walsh.